Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're taking a trip to Cuba. We'll explore its beautiful beaches, awesome music, fascinating history, and of course, those cool old cars. Get ready to be amazed because I'm sharing 10 facts about Cuba you probably didn't know. Ready? Let's go. First, let's talk about those cars. Cuba is like a living museum of classic American automobiles. When you step onto the streets of Havana, it's as if you've been transported back in time to the 1950s. The streets are filled with vintage cars that have been lovingly maintained and restored by their owners. These cars are not just relics of the past, they are a testament to the ingenuity and resourcefulness of the Cuban people. Pictures of Cuba look like they're from the 1950s. The vibrant streets of Havana are lined with classic American cars, each one a piece of history on wheels. These cars, with their sleek lines and chrome details, harken back to a bygone era of American automotive design. It's a sight that captures the imagination and transports you to a different time. They have classic American cars, Chevys, Fords, Buicks, all in pretty pastel colors. These cars are not just any old vehicles, they are icons of a golden age of motoring. The pastel colors add a touch of whimsy and charm, making each car a unique work of art. It's like seeing a rainbow of automotive history cruising down the streets. It's like a mix of Greece and Havana nights, and it's super cool. The juxtaposition of these classic cars against the vibrant backdrop of Cuban life creates a scene that is both nostalgic and exhilarating. It's a blend of old and new, where the past meets the present in a dance of color and motion. The energy of the city, combined with the timeless beauty of these cars, makes for an unforgettable experience. But these aren't just for show. These cars are an integral part of daily life in Cuba. They are not just museum pieces. They are functional working vehicles that people rely on every day. The sight of a classic car being used as a taxi or a family vehicle is a testament to the durability and longevity of these machines. Cubans drive these cars every day. It's amazing to see how these vintage vehicles have been kept in such good condition. The dedication and care that goes into maintaining these cars is truly impressive. Each car has a story, a history that is intertwined with the lives of the people who drive them. Because it was hard to get new cars after the Cuban Revolution, they kept these old cars running for years, passing them down through families. The scarcity of new vehicles forced Cubans to become experts in car maintenance and repair. They have developed ingenious ways to keep these old cars running, often using makeshift parts and creative solutions. This resourcefulness has turned these cars into family heirlooms, passed down from generation to generation. That's some serious car love. The passion and dedication that Cubans have for their cars is truly remarkable. It's not just about keeping the cars running, it's about preserving a piece of history and culture. Each car is a labor of love, a testament to the skill and creativity of its owner. The attention to detail, the care in restoration, and the pride in ownership are all evident in the way these cars are maintained. It's a beautiful example of how something as simple as a car can become a symbol of resilience, ingenuity, and cultural pride. Next, we're shrinking down to talk about the bee hummingbird. This tiny marvel of nature is not just any bird, it's the smallest bird in the world. Imagine a bird so small that it can comfortably sit on the tip of your finger. This is the smallest bird in the world. The bee hummingbird measures just about 2 inches in length, making it a true wonder of the avian world. Despite its minuscule size, it has a vibrant personality and a significant role in its ecosystem. It's only about 2 inches long. To put that into perspective, that's roughly the size of a large paperclip or a small key. Its tiny stature doesn't stop it from being a powerhouse in the skies. This little guy is only found in Cuba. The island's unique environment provides the perfect habitat for the bee hummingbird, where it thrives among the lush tropical flora. Cuba's rich biodiversity is highlighted by this tiny bird's presence. It's like a tiny helicopter, flapping its wings super fast. The bee hummingbird can flap its wings up to 80 times per second, creating a humming sound that gives it its name. This rapid wing movement allows it to hover in place, much like a helicopter. The bee hummingbird shows how special Cuba's nature is, showcasing the island's incredible diversity and the delicate balance of its ecosystems. This tiny bird plays a crucial role in pollination, helping to maintain the health of its habitat, and it's just really cute. With its iridescent feathers and diminutive size, the bee hummingbird is a delightful sight. Its charm and ecological importance make it a true gem of the natural world. Okay, imagine you're in Cuba. It's hot. You want a Coke. Nope, you can't get one. Cuba is one of the few places where you can't buy Coca-Cola. This is because of trade problems with the US a long time ago. But Cubans are clever. They have their own sodas and they're pretty tasty. Time to get a little serious. Almost everyone in Cuba can read and write. Education is super important in Cuba. They've put a lot of effort into schools and it's worked really well. So, Cuba is not just beautiful and interesting, it's also full of smart people. We can't talk about Cuba without talking about cigars, right? Cuban cigars are famous. They're known around the world for being really good. The tobacco grown in Cuba is special. Plus, these cigars are rolled by hand, making each one special. I'm not saying you should smoke, but you have to admire the skill. Here's something you might not know. Cuba has a great healthcare system. It's free for everyone. They have excellent doctors and focus on keeping people healthy. Cuba even sends doctors to other countries to help out. They're like medical superheroes. Let's talk about nightlife. Havana has the famous Tropicana Club. This isn't just a club, it's a big deal. We're talking amazing costumes, great music, and awesome dancing. The Tropicana has been around for a long time and has hosted famous people. It's a must-see if you're in Havana. Speaking of music, Cuban music is everywhere. Cuban rhythms have influenced music worldwide. It's impossible to listen to Cuban music and not want to dance. It's got that energy that makes you want to move. Let's talk about history. The Bay of Pigs invasion in 1961 was a big moment in Cuban history. It was when the US tried to overthrow the Cuban government, but it didn't work. It changed the relationship between Cuba and the US. It's an important part of their history. Finally, we're going to the beach. Varadero Beach is like a dream. We're talking white sand, clear blue water and palm trees. It's the perfect place to relax and have fun. If you're looking for a tropical vacation, Varadero Beach is a great choice. Thanks for joining me on this tour of Cuba. This island nation is a treasure trove of history, culture and natural beauty. From the bustling streets of Havana, where vintage cars cruise by colorful colonial buildings, to the serene beaches with their crystal-clear waters, Cuba offers a unique blend of experiences that are hard to find anywhere else. We've learned about cool cars, tiny birds, and amazing beaches. The classic American cars that roam the streets of Havana are like a moving museum, each with its own story to tell. And who could forget the Cuban bee hummingbird, the smallest bird in the world, flitting about with its iridescent feathers. The beaches, with their soft white sand and turquoise waters, are perfect for relaxation and adventure alike. Cuba is full of surprises, from its vibrant street markets brimming with fresh produce and handmade crafts, to the historic colonial architecture of Trinidad, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The lively dance performance, whether it's salsa, rumba or mambo, showcase the island's rich musical heritage and the joy of its people. And I hope you learned something new. The warmth and hospitality of the Cuban people make every visit special. Whether you're exploring the island's natural wonders or its cultural landmarks, the locals are always ready to share their stories and traditions. Even the school children in their neat uniforms are a testament to the country's commitment to education and community. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Your support helps us bring more exciting content from around the world. And tell me in the comments what your favorite fact about Cuba is. Whether it's the history, the culture, or the natural beauty, I'd love to hear what fascinated you the most. See you next time, and until then, keep exploring and discovering new places.